Hey guys, and welcome back to Cherry Blossom Corner. Welcome back to me being a complete idiot. I just recorded an entire hour of this game and I forgot to record the actual game. So, instead of trying to, make you just listen to what I did and, all that, I'm going to try to revisit the places that I remember visiting. Um, so now that I know how to get to these places, it shouldn't take as long. But I'm so mad at myself right now. So I did go back to, where is it? Freaking, where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. Adel Rock. I went back to Adel Rock because it was brought to my attention that I missed something. I can't believe I just did all that. I did so much. It took me forever to figure out some of this crap. Oh my god. So, first off, get on the freaking moon. You know what? Sure. That is good enough for me. Okay, yeah, so I discovered Esper's signal because I didn't do that before. And then there was, where else was it? Where I fly into space like an idiot. So I've already been to that little crash site. Get back on the freaking moon, man. Ow! Where is this spot? Okay, hold on. It'll be easier to manage in the ship. Excuse me. Ah, this is what I missed. This little, like a tracking station. God, I can't believe I didn't record any of the freaking screen. So basically, this tracks the different planets' signals, so you can hear like this one. That's the Hourglass Twins, I think. This is Giant Steep. This is Brittle Hollow. It sucks because I learned so many cool things and I was so excited about hearing all these cool things. And then the Eye of the Universe, what it does is just spin around a bunch because it can't find the signal anymore. So there is a little excerpt on the wall somewhere down here. Yep. Okay. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator and it can hear and follow signals from the sun, Giant Steep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal. The device indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. An update, disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. Sad of me to posit this, my friends, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. And then there's this one over here. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Knoy would enjoy that immensely. He's always had a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. I will begin construction on Brittle Hollow South Pole immediately then. Nona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. And then there's this recording here. Okay, wow. I've seen this ruin in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself, it's really old, isn't it? Oh wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of know my locator. It can point out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way, but from what I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something specific. I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just gonna get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Oh, stars above. Okay, that's all that was here. So after I learned this, where did I go next? Oh, yeah. So I was trying to find, because there's obviously more on Timber Hearth, because I got those little clues about stuff. So I found one spot. Oh my god, crash. I found one spot. If I go to these geysers over here and not, immediately crash. It's fine. Okay, I don't remember which geyser I went into. Let's recharge for a sec. But basically, you can go. I'm sure there's more than just these geysers. You can go into here. Just not die immediately. Oh, and yep, I got swept in the current. Need to go back down. Okay, just follow the current. Not scared for my life at all. There's another current hole here. Follow this current. And there's a little thing here. So there's this really cute drawing of the Nomai, and it's little baby us, and it's really cute. And this talks about it. After closer observation, mining site 2A would be safe for the native life dwelling in some of this cave's pools, so unfortunately we'll have to mine in one of the other sites. There are a few other cave sites that look promising. What about site 2B? It shares similar formations and strata. This sounds promising. Will you and your mentor investigate? If mining 2B proves safe for this native species, we'll move our work there. Site 2B is safe. Colia says we'll continue to monitor our activity and its effect on life. On the opposite hand, new life. This species is semi-aquatic and very hardy. The ecosystem here is quite robust, so I believe they'll thrive in the long run. Be cautious near the pools if you visit 2A to meet them. They remind me of a subterranean species that my mentor, Malore, once told me about from when our clan used to travel across this universe. Imagine she would enjoy these life forms greatly. I was watching them once during a rest, and the hours escaped from me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their fourth eye does. So that's a really cute excerpt. I love the little drawing. We're so cute. Last time I did follow the current more, but it kind of looks like there's something up here. Whoa. Oh, my head. Careful. Oh. This hurt. this is behind the waterfall. Okay, I did not do this last time, so we're gonna explore this real quick. My vitals are very low, so hopefully I don't die. Mining site 2B! See, I was running around in the other mines that we established. There's nothing else there from what I saw, at least. Really hope I don't die. I need to not fool around. Holy crap! This is huge! There we go. Cool. I'm still amazed by how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the material for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. So if they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they've planned a accordingly. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Coleus. How else would he improve? I believe by our clan's decision to use timber hearth ore only for constructing the shell, if eventually the life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. That's very sweet. I can go... Or, oh, this comes from the bottom up. Yeah. Okay, let's go down then. Let's not... If I get hit anymore, I'm gonna die. This is not one of the things that I looked at last time, though. I followed a different path out. Yeah, this is... Okay, this is what I saw in the reflection pool thing. Okay. Oh, yeah, see? This is so cool. So there's 1, 2, and 3 glowing. It looks like there's, like, other stuff around here. It's really cool to see. Okay. So gratitude for the latest shipment. Oh, and no, this ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. I'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that penetrates the Ash Twin project could lead to a disaster. Okay. Can't see anything. It's gonna be safe for me to just jump. I think that's water down there. Alright. Okay. That was a little dangerous. I just want to see if there's... Looks like there's just a bunch of holes. Okay, gently. Is this how I got in here? Oh. Okay. This might be all there is in here then. So, and then after, well, I didn't do this last time, but after I did go through here, I got to ride. Easy. Ow. My head. Okay, so instead of dying, I did go to back to that bramble that was on Timber Hearth. And the weird thing is when I shot my, I don't know if I should just show you guys. I probably should just show you guys instead of explaining it. So we're gonna go back to that little bramble that landed. Which was, where was it? Oh, have I been over here? I can't remember if I've been here. My internet signal nearby. Read. Goes due to fire damage. The old radio tower, while an important landmark, is unfortunately closed thanks to the unsanctioned flight testing of an extremely powerful model rocket. While we hope to repair the radio tower in the future, all construction efforts are currently focused on the planned museum expansion at the observatory. Sincerest apology, except to Slate and Mika for both receiving. Oh, deep space radio. Cool. I think that's it. Over here. Anyways, not where I went before. I keep getting distracted. Let me set that on fire some more. We went. Crash site. No. Here it is. Let's not crash if we can help it. So, I just want to get out. Thank you. So, I came back over here and the weird thing is when you shoot that in there, it says error duplicate signal, which I did not read before. I'm just stupid, I guess. So if we leave that in there, we can go. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. It goes to the dark ramp, which we can just autopilot to. Crazy that I'm doing everything way faster than I did before. There's a lot of me wandering around. It's like this game always is. So, now we're here at the Dark Bramble. And we can go in the said Dark Bramble. And let's see if we die again. What the hell? Well, this is further than I got last time. Oh, hey. Nope, that's not gonna work out. Not at every signal though. Ow. No, I need you to go down. What the heck? Wait. Dude! Wait. Hi. This is way further than I got before. You're alive? FELDSPAR. I had a feeling that I would find him in here, but I wasn't expecting it. Right there. Okay. Whoa. Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Arthian to, ever reach the Dark Bramble after me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut? You haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you. FELDSPAR, you're alive. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Yeah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, you know, crashed violently. Wait, what? Oh, this is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge, and none of us had ever been inside the dark brambles, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the old, massive, interdimensional vine bristling with thorns when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and well, like I said, I crash. Blammo. On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. I camped out where I crashed at first. I found the skeleton later. Great find, I would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Um, no wonder there's so many stories about you back home. You're not half bad yourself making here in one piece. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't, fire's not going anywhere. Anything else you wanted? I found something. Lay it on me, hatchling. I found a dark bramble seed on Timber Hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As sure will tell you if you so much glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a fifth planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared at the center and it kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted out real quick like, I suspect Timberhearth will be headed toward the same fate, and I tell you what, we Parthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here intensely. Ever tried throwing your scout into one of these weird seeds? See there with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in two places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see, but inside it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is space in the dark bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind when you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. Pull up a marshmallow stick. You reached the core of Giant Steep. How'd you do it? Giant Steep's core, huh? Ah, that was a wild one. It's interesting. I'd assume you haven't made it down there yourself yet, right? If I tell you how, it kind of feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. We want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Okay. Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton here, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that and you'll find my old ship. What's left of it anyway. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. As near as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eating a seed, and the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? Skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure, whenever you have time. Frankly, I kind of like it out here. Quiet, peaceful-ish. You're a little young and I understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that there ever was. But nice to have a break. That's fair. Now I'm good. I would love to have a marshmallow with you, man. Extensive. Uh oh. Extensive. Hi, FELDSPAR. Okay, so you want me to walk to the... Is that my ship? Okay. You want me... Oh, God. Oh, God. Gosh darn it. So... Gravity's real weird. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm crashing here a little bit. He said go to the tail, which is this way. He said walk to the end of the tail. I'm so scared I'm gonna get like stuck. That. Oh, that's his ship. Hi, ship. Oh, I need some ibuprofen. Where does this go, man? Hello? Gravity's normal again. Whoa. Trip 4, entry, dot dot dot, I'm gonna say not 1, crashes 3, boring, crashes 0, personal best. Whoa, never thought I'd see one of these beasts outside of Giant Steep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too? Oh, this thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish insides from getting zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. Ew, man. That's disgusting. Let me in here. Let me in here. What does this say? Note to FELDSPAR, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, FELDSPAR. Oh my god, I can get into... Wait. Does the jellyfish go into the core? Oh my god. So I can... Oh my god. Dude, how am I supposed to get into the jellyfish like that? That's crazy. Okay. Well, we're gonna try that at some point. I think this might be the only other thing in here. Well, oh, okay. This is what's happening to me right now then. Where am I? Wait, I made it back outside. Oh god, this is not gonna end well for me. This is not gonna end well for me. Oh my god. Wait. No. Oh god. Oh my god, the gravity's so weird in here. Oh, let me go in. Uh-oh. don't think I'm gonna make it out of this. And I just smashed my own face in. Well, that was something very different than what happened the first time. The first time I went in there, I got eaten by a fish. I guess I'm just that talented this time. Okay. What else did I discover? Oh! I went to, which is actually kind of perfect that we are starting over. Did I tell people the FELDSPAR's alive? The sun is going to go supernova, by the way. Oh, okay. Great that you don't care that that's gonna happen in exactly, I guess 21 minutes at this point. Okay. So the last thing I discovered, in my stupid recording that will no longer exist. That's not the right place. Where am I going? Get off of the planet. So we need to go closer to the sun. And we need to go back to Ember Twin. Because I made it into the high energy lab. And found out some cool stuff. I also had a front row seat to the sun going supernova. Because I sat there and watched it. I'm so mad it didn't record the screen. Okay, we need to go into the Sunless City. Means we need to go to the escape pod. Means I need to not crash my ship if I can help it. That actually ended up way better. Okay, I almost fell. Okay, nice and easy. Not smack my head. Down. Down. Good. I said down. Okay, so to get into the Sunless City, we need to go this way. And we need to drop it down. Go across. And then we need to go to the left. Because the reason I came in here was to find the weakness for the anglerfish, which I still don't know. And then I got distracted. What is it? Where am I going? Oh, it's across here. I'm so stupid. Okay, I get up here, puncture my suit, like I do every single time I go in the path. Let's open this up. And let's go get some oxygen. So, the high energy lab, that's what over here? Is that this one? Stepping stone. No. Is it lower then? Oh yeah, it's totally this. Remind myself. Okay. Yeah, I went in here and then we followed the power. And I have to wait for the sand to reach the cactuses, otherwise I'll just puncture my skin. So we're just gonna stand here and wait for that to happen. You guys don't want to know how long it took me to figure this out. Okay, I got a little impatient. My bad. Okay, so it is not this way. 3 minutes. And here it is. That's way easier when you know where you're going. Come on. That's a ghost matter hole. I think I just keep going this way. Yes, okay. That's right. What the hell? Oh, hey. So this is the high energy lab that I found last time. Yeah, there's a bunch of reading to do here. Okay. Records show the Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the Whitehole station. Rami and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or a simple machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at destination. Initial things first, our experiment setup will first pair the small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on the white hole station. Hypothesis: it is possible for an object to Hypothesis: it is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis: creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we're currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Rami and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas guy. My pun was unintended, Rami, so I believe it is you who's error. The Ashwin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ashwin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we use warp towers like the one we have on Whitehole Station to connect Ashwin directly to each critical location? Pokeroot and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. Of note, each tower in Ashwin will warp to a different planet. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. The giant deep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Timber Hearth Tower after a geyser mountain. And yeah, these are all the towers. I've explored all of these already. Um, that was the last time that I explored all that. At least I hope I explored everything already. And then this... Come on. This opens up, and this is where we were reading about how they needed to keep it closed for the experiment, blah, blah, blah. That was like way, way in the beginning that we explored that part. I think there was one other thing. Oh, right. There was um, this, which I'm not sure exactly what this does. But so we insert the cores. And it basically just shows how they came to that conclusion that it does work. It's me. Did I already read this one? Oh, yes. An update. Our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect or render it visible to unaided eyes. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Of note, Rami, your request that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. All energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Rami and I are about to run the new tests. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it and Pi saw it. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. Cool. Yeah, so that's, I believe, everything in here. And then I did go over, I went to the Ashton and I watched the sun supernova, which was super cool. That goes down to the city. Interesting. I wonder. I feel like there's quite a bit of time left on this time loop. But yeah, it went so cool. Yeah, it was so cool to see that. I had front row seats to watch the sun supernova, and I didn't get it on the screen. It's so annoying. I'm gonna try to make my ship. I think I should probably tell people that FELDSPAR is alive. Did I tell you that the sun's gonna supernova? I have a question for you. I found your notes about the Adelrock's main crater. Did you? I hope they were useful. Then I mentioned may have been frozen solid, or just partially made of ice, like much colder giant steeps. It's hard to say. Used to be a fifth planet in our solar system. And notice, of course, there's no such planet now. It's placed in Dark Bramble, which had to put this grew into the space the fifth planet used to occupy. Yeah. Quantum moon. Yeah, we've already talked about that. Just saying hi. The stars, they're all dying. There have been too many supernovas for it to be anything else. We're next. Do you understand? Our sun. Back to saying we're next. What do you mean we're next? It's the stars you see. All the other stars are dying out. Oh, why did we have to be born at the end of the universe? It's our sun. The star charts. Why? Why did I want to update them so badly? I didn't have to know, but no. Oh no. I had to update the star charts. I had to go looking for things I shouldn't have. And now our sun's about to. Oh, I don't feel well. I'd like to be alone, please. Oh, he's very aware. Are the other stars dying? Is our universe dying? I guess it looks like there are less stars. Oh, hello. Come sit with me. Watch the stars die. Else we're in a time loop. Look, 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 look. Oh, that's so cool to see. Hey, dude, you see that? Wait, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Kurt! Hey, I was just about to come find you. Look, you gotta see this. No, my statue's eyes are open. They used to be closed. Probably should have started with that. Now they've opened. I'm not sure why they opened since no one actually saw it happen, but this is huge news. Did someone tell Gabriel? Maybe Ryback? Oh, the stars. So exciting. Stomach hurt. Not even a little closer understanding what's going on with the statue. I found Feldspar. You found Feldspar? And they're in the dark bramble? Stars above. This is wonderful news. Thank you. Thank you for finding them. That Feldspar didn't immediately join you on your ship and return. Oh, that Feldspar didn't immediately join you on your ship and return here is incredibly Feldspar of them. We were never entirely sure what Feldspar was thinking back then either. So we have to fish them out of that dreadful place with all haste. I'll radio Gossin and have them prepare a ship. It really be Gossin who brings Feldspar home. Again, thank you. You can hardly imagine how profoundly happy I am to hear that they're alive and unharmed. Was there something else you needed? No, thanks, I'm good. I saw this happen. You freaking fish. Okay, well yeah, it kind of sucks that Feldspar cannot really get, oh, look at them. Yeah, sad that Feldspar is not going to be able to get rescued, because of the time loop. But, still good things about them. What am Ow! Okay, I thought I did them. Anyways. Yeah, that's all that I explored in the footage that I unfortunately lost. And we got some more stuff. It was really cool. But that is going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.